In a development that has drawn quiet attention across the entertainment world, actress Aubrey Plaza is expecting her first child, according to a confirmed report, marking a new chapter in a career that has often blended sharp wit with understated privacy. But what makes this announcement particularly notable at this moment in her life? The news, confirmed through a representative, indicates that Plaza is pregnant and expecting with her partner Chris Abbott, with the child reportedly due in the fall, a timeline that places this milestone within a year already marked by personal change and professional activity. So how did this couple arrive at this point together? Plaza and Abbott are not strangers to collaboration, having worked side by side in both theatre and film, including an off-Broadway revival and the 2020 psychological drama Black Bear, a project that earned attention for its layered storytelling and intense performances. But does that shared creative history offer any insight into their personal relationship? Observers note that partnerships formed in the creative world often develop a certain depth through shared experience, particularly in demanding environments like independent film and live theatre, where long hours and emotional investment are the norm. But what distinguishes this pairing from others in the industry? According to sources familiar with the situation, the pregnancy came as what was described as a welcome and meaningful surprise following what has been characterized as an emotional year for Plaza. A reference that many understand in light of personal loss she experienced. But how has she navigated that period away from the spotlight? In recent months, Plaza maintained a relatively low public profile, appearing selectively and often without drawing attention to her private life, a key pattern consistent with her long-standing approach to fame. But did any recent appearances hint at this development before it became public? One such appearance came during Paris Fashion Week, where Plaza was seen attending high-profile shows while wearing loose-fitting outfits that, in retrospect, may have concealed early signs of pregnancy, though at the time, the focus remained on her fashion choices rather than any personal news. So was this a deliberate effort to keep the news private? Fashion events often serve as both public showcases and controlled environments for celebrities, allowing them to maintain visibility while managing personal boundaries. And Plaza's wardrobe choices during that period, including oversized outerwear and relaxed silhouettes aligned with that balance. But how common is it for public figures to take this approach? In the entertainment industry, it is not unusual for actors and public figures to delay announcing major personal developments, particularly pregnancies, until they feel a degree of certainty and readiness, a practice shaped by both personal preference and public scrutiny. But what does this timing suggest about Plaza's current priorities? At 41, Plaza's transition into motherhood reflects a broader trend among many professionals who choose to start families later in life, often after establishing a stable career, and in her case, that career has included a wide range of roles, spanning comedy, drama, and independent film. But how might this new role influence her professional path moving forward? While there has been no official statement regarding future projects or scheduling changes, it is common for actors to adjust their commitments during pregnancy and early parenthood, sometimes stepping back temporarily or selecting roles that accommodate evolving priorities. But will Plaza follow that pattern or chart her own course? For Abbott, now 40, the news also arrives during a period of active work, including his involvement in a Broadway revival of Death of a Salesman, a production that has drawn attention for its cast and interpretation, placing him firmly in the public eye. But how might the demands of stage work intersect with impending fatherhood? Balancing the rigorous schedule of live theatre with personal responsibilities is a challenge familiar to many performers, and for Abbott, the experience may require careful coordination as the due date approaches, particularly given the unpredictable nature of both professions and family life. But does their shared industry experience provide an advantage? Those who have followed both actors' careers point to a mutual understanding of the pressures and rhythms of creative work, which can play a significant role in navigating major life changes, especially when both partners maintain active careers. But how much of their relationship remains intentionally out of public view? Unlike many celebrity couples, Plaza and Abbott have kept much of their personal life private, offering only limited glimpses into their relationship through professional collaborations and occasional appearances, a choice that has allowed them to avoid much of the speculation that often surrounds public figures. But does that privacy shape how this news is being received? Public reaction has been measured, reflecting both respect for Plaza's reserved approach and a recognition of the significance of the announcement, particularly given the context of her recent personal experiences. But what does this moment represent beyond the immediate headlines? For many observers, the news signals a transition that extends beyond career milestones, highlighting a personal evolution that often remains hidden behind the roles actors portray on screen. And in Plaza's case, that evolution comes at a time when her work continues to resonate with audiences. But how will this next chapter unfold in the months ahead? As the expected due date approaches in the fall, attention will likely remain focused on how Plaza and Abbott choose to share or withhold further details, maintaining a balance between public interest and private life, a balance they have so far managed with consistency. But will that approach change as their family grows? For now, the confirmed news stands as a straightforward but meaningful update, one that adds a new dimension to the lives of two established actors while leaving many questions about the future unanswered. And as with many such moments in public life, the answers will likely emerge gradually, shaped by choices made away from the spotlight. But what will those choices reveal in time?